Welcome to a dream that's partly going to be realized and is partly being realized right now. It's called Micro Macro Monde, and it's happening here at these quite beautiful places. It's a center for radically rethinking design in the world. A place where everybody, animals, as you can see out there, the ragondans, swimming in the lake, and the birds, and well, the plants, the water, and technology, as you can hear in the background, thrive together. I'm welcoming you to this place here, and you can look at this site and you can see more about what we're doing in Experience Design Lab. There's going to be events, there's going to be worldby activities, there's going to be lots of stuff happening on this site. So please have a look and send me any feedback, and if you want to take part of any of the things that you see on the site, do let me know, and we'll get back to you at some point. It's possible! Imagine living in a city where you really have the ultimate freedom to do what you want to do. The creative freedom would be to do and develop what you think is really appropriate for you as a human being. To remember is that the planet will always survive. It's not us who are going to survive the planet. worldby is first and foremost a project which is about activating what I call the lost creativity in humans. Entirely new structures where you can participate as an individual or as a family or whatever, and that way be part of your community. The worldby is a kind of research lab. It's a place where people can come, professionals as well as lay people, can come and study and work. Everybody is welcome to come and take part in experiments in how to live and how to design and how to develop this new living experiment. What's important is that we start to live on top of each other. So the vertical village, or the idea with the vertical village, is that you basically take the earth crust and you take it upwards, and you take it up to 20, 30, 40 stories high, and you basically built your small micro houses on the platforms, and therefore you can live like on the land. Imagine yourself on the way to a worldby. A worldby would probably be a place where there are no roads, where there's no road access. There will be access by airships or by ships in general, by water, by means of water, by means of air. So you could, as you see in this image here, kind of come floating into the city on these fantastic airships. It would be quite fantastic. We have facilities that we use in common. And that's a way where we can also actually be together in new and different ways. This is a way of trying to be together in a kind of almost tribal communities. Would become a kind of community where you would share a lot, where you would live a lot together. You don't have to, obviously you have your privacy as well. And the other thing is that with modern communication means, internet, etc., we obviously will be communicating and living together in global virtual communities as well. So worldby would facilitate that, obviously. worldby could become a kind of community, approximately between 10 and 20,000 people is what I imagine would be reasonable to have to live together in a kind of small city. Sharing sharing might save resources, but it also would create a different way of being together, and it would probably fulfill a lot of people's lives more than what it does today. Also, it would add another dimension to our virtual communities that we all are more and more living in, where we are working together globally through internet and other ways of working virtually. Smaller structures, smaller cities is, from my point of view, one of the ways that we can start to get to know each other again in a way and start living together in more humane societies. Nature is part of everything, and we are part of nature. That's one of the things that we have to remember, and that's one of the things that's going to be emphasized a lot in a worldby structure, because nature goes in to the entire structure. So there's a kind of spiral that goes all the way up through the system, and which basically brings nature in. So the idea is that animals, seeds, whatever, actually have access to the earth crusts that are in the worldby system. One of the important elements in tomorrow's world is that we start to understand that we have to live together with nature. We can't live without it. We are part of it. We go from nature, from the earth, and we go back to it again. Everything is molecular structures that one way or another goes back to the planet. In the worldby system also, there is no waste. Everything is a resource. Everything cycles around. The materials that will be taken in will be utilized again and again and again. So worldby is a living structure. It really is a living structure, and that's the intention. Everything is alive. So worldby is really a big dream. It's a fantasy. It's an experiment, and it will happen at some point in time. The question is when. I'm partly trying to do what I can do to activate certain things at Micro-Macro-Monde or the Moulin de Planchette in France. And if you are seriously interested in taking part in this, you're more than welcome to contact me and possibly come and do take part in the projects that we are trying to develop in France. But otherwise, you are also welcome to send in any proposals, and you can do it here on the site. You can also do it, and you can send me an email or whatever you feel like. But please feel free to take part. That's the whole idea. The whole idea is that worldby should become something that we can all be part of, and I'm just trying to deliver a kind of structure. That's it.